seen just how much the award really means to him.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Harper in at the point. Castle misses. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
The opposite of a selfish player. Jaime Jaquez Jr. always puts the team ahead of himself.
Castle against Hero. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harper. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. And Mitch Johnson's stand now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pace and space style.
Here's Z. San Antonio with the rebound. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, you got to think Coach will show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
And you knew MP hit the ground running in his career, but now he has passed Luka Doncic as the fastest to reach 5,000 points.
For a guy that came in with so much hype like MP, he has certainly lived up to it. Getting to 5,000 points so fast illustrates how easy the transition's been for MP to become a star in our league.
And Miami making a change here. Higgins is checked in. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Z.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Miami leading by 10. Fires the 3. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And here's Harper from the arc. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Z, good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct. This quarter looking to extend the lead.
Wembanyama passes to Barnes. Now here's Vassell. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not. He's making that shot.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Z in their last game against the Rockets got the job done. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And some changes here for the Heat. Khalil Ware's checked in for Otto Meyer. And it's Malik Monk in for Hero. Here's Fox. Coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Trying to get something going. Miami grabs the miss. And you want to talk about winning recipes? These guys have it. 21 wins in a row. That's right, 21.
Well, of all the ways to establish yourself as a powerhouse, this may be the best way to do it, by going on a phenomenal streak and looking practically unbeatable. One thing you can tell right now, they are playing with swagger, a sort of poise that they're backing up with execution. Not easy to do.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Johnson finds Fox. Now Sohan misses the three. Here's Z. Guarded by Fox. That one good for two.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing. Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And so it's Miami holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Well, you know I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan they've had. Let's see if this can continue.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Castle is in at shooting guard with Johnson at the small forward. Luke Cornett is out there with Jeremy Sohan. And it's Fox in at the point. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the score?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. And for a report on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
Well, MP will have a special guest in it. Attendance tonight, his mentor, Dion Benjamin. Benjamin is a skills trainer who has long hosted a legendary open run, which MP took part of, consequently landing him a spot in the club league circuit. MP said, I owe Dion a lot. Knowing that he'll be watching tonight gives me that extra edge to put on a show. Sounds like we're in for a fun one, guys.
Yep, he loves his mentor. Gratitude and appreciation on display, the state of mind. Thanks. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. He's checked in for Fontecchio. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Olynyk, he's checked in for Sohan. Here's Z. Hits the three-point bomb. Z's got 7 points here in this quarter. And MP is in the midst of what could be a historic season. He's the front-runner for Rookie of the Year.
And the MVP award looks like a real possibility. hard to believe a first-year player could have that kind of impact, especially as a second-round pick. This is a once-in-a-generation moment.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Heat.
And it's really been a big night for that backcourt. They've given their guards as much freedom as they want, and over again, those guys have come through.
Norman Powell's checked in for Miami. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Olynyk.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
A little something extra with that finish from Fox.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. G.A., he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Miami's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on 3 pointers.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Castle misses. And so it's Powell who brings up the ball for Miami. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Here's Z. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to Wembanyama. And that time, also a missed shot.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Beyond the arc. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making it GA look all too easy right now. 3-pointer. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, I like to see Wembanyama get those competitive juices flowing, answering back with the 3 of his own.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Z, and the 3-ball is good. Z's got 55.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Substitution on the court.
Harper in the corner. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Miami going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
What a rookie class. Here we are, taking the award down to the wire. I don't know who's going to win it, but it's been fun watching them ball out, Shaq.
Even at this point, I'm not sure there's a unanimous choice. Makes it tough on the voters. Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Miami Heat.
Their efficiency on offense has been off the charts. Credit them for coming out and executing.
The players are happy, the coaches are happy. Let's see if that sticks in half number 2. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Z.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
So it's Miami now. We've got Jaime Jaquez. Hero out there with Z. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Powell in at the 3-6. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Vassell. And the 3 off target.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3. Key things for a defender, all right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
Pass to Harper. No good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Well, with the way he's scoring right now, they're just going to keep feeding him.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Castle with it. He's got 5. Harper kicks to Barnes. The kick out to Harper. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Hero. Here's Harper, and it's good off the back rim and in.
Not an area you want to allow Harper to get to. He may be a rookie, but he can finish like a seasoned veteran.
Yet another bucket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Here's Castle. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Outside Harper, back to Castle, just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Can he keep it going? He got it again! Sensational!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Barnes outside. Pass to Castle. And here's Harper from the arc. Sinks the 3-pointer. Harper's got 5 points so far.
Still a developing part of Harper's game. When he's hitting from deep, Dillon is really tough to guard.
Z, good.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Wembanyama outside. Pass to Barnes. Here's Harper from outside the arc. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Harper's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Spurs. The Heat have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Z, good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now here's Harper. 8 points for him. Here's Z. And yet another basket. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Castle with the bounce pass. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
17 seconds left in the third. Wembanyama looking it over. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Z. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And so it's Miami enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
Development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are no doubt intriguing.
Z's checked in from Miami. On the floor for San Antonio, Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. Harper is out there with Stephon Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Harper. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Well, after a scoreless first half, he's turning things around here, looking much more aggressive.
Z, and there's another one for the Heat.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
For three, Vassell. It's rebounded by Z. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. And the shot goes down.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Wembanyama passes to Vassell. Shot clock at 5. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Mostly a scorer early in his career, Monk does a great job now of keeping others involved.
And here's Barnes for 3. Cans it from downtown. Barnes has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Heat.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one thing about this team, they never stop pushing the envelope. Fantastic year already with 65 wins, and tonight making it 66. Very impressive.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Z.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's another one for the Heat.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Wembanyama. The teardrop falls in.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It certainly felt from the
scoring bonanza tonight in the win. MP, as you're passing 40, 50, 60 points, are you feeling the excitement building in the arena?
I'm feeling it right now. So, yeah, you feel it, no doubt. The trick is, do you let it be its own reward, or do you keep it apart from yourself, you know? 20,000 people can give you some kind of ego boost, or they can also bring you crashing down. You gotta appreciate the crowd for what it is, but you have to have your own internal motivation. Luckily, I got that in spades, man. Got that second round chip on my shoulder still, and I'm not gonna let that go anywhere anytime soon.
We hope not, MP. Thanks for your time.
Yep.
Back to you, Kenny.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. So long.
All right, MP, first impressions after playing against Dylan Harper?
Bro, it's tough. Yeah, he's got a deep bag. He's gonna be a great player someday, but he ain't no MP, you know? I'm talking maximum potential, baby.